Welcome back to Garage K. Time for something a little bit different. We're going to do this. Alright, we're going a bit raw and handheld for this. I've got you on a selfie stick tripod type deal. This is the normal background that you see. If I come around here, you can see that I've got the driving rig down there with the Suzuki sign. I'm going to cut into this wall and see what's in there. This used to be a cupboard, but we basically moved the toilet that's on the other side of this wall from one space over. I want to reclaim the wall cavity and use that as a bookcase. But I need to cut into this wall, just take the plasterboard away to see what they actually did in there. Did they put in uprights to support the plasterboard on the other side of the toilet wall? Or is it just hollow in there? If it's hollow in there, that'll be super easy. If it's not, that's gonna get a little bit complicated. I'll have to get a bit creative. But I'm prepared for anything. Let's cut into the wall. And it looks like it's gonna have to be modified straight out of the packet. But what's unusual about that? That's right, ladies and gents, we're going to DIY the hell out of my house. This will be a hard and fast series. I'll release these 1 or 2 a day until they're done. So I hope you enjoy it. And the way I want to do this is I just want to basically put a cut in the wall so that I can see what's in there. You've got to come with me. This is a calendar from 2017. So I'm going to go about here. Want to go about there, I think. I don't think they would have made an upright closer than that. And then, so if I cut in here, I should be able to see everything that's in the wall from here. So we're just going to go level, draw a line. Tools of choice. I've got myself a couple, or actually 3 blades, like X-Acto knives, I think you call them in the States. And then I've got this guy, which is this is a board knocker, which basically translates to board saw. And this is for puncturing and then cutting plasterboard. I haven't confirmed it, but I'm pretty sure there's no electronics in this wall. When we paid to have this wardrobe filled in and a toilet made on the other side, they didn't make any new skirting boards. They just used what they had. So we actually ended up with this sort of configuration. One piece that runs from the corner to here, and then they used another piece to fill in this gap that joins to the original skirting board. That looks crap, right? Obviously this used to be down there. I just wanted to see what it looked like if I did that with it. So that's basically what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna go from here all the way to the wall and turn that entire space into a bookcase. Oh, terrible. Okay, this was a waste of time because as soon as I put this in, it wanted to drift up anyway, so having that there was just a hindrance. I'm not a professional at this, I'm just having a go. So if you are a professional, you're watching this and you're going, oh my god, what are you doing? Relax. I do know how to fix this, so, well, to an extent. It won't look horrible, in my opinion, when I'm finished with it. It's my house, so, I mean, I made that wall, so we should be all right. Really, the shape of this doesn't actually matter, because if I abandon the project, I just have to put it back so that you can't see it. That is a matter of time. All you need to do is spend more time with putty and sanding and then paint, or in this case, wallpaper. I'll never wallpaper this wall again. It's lifting off in a couple of places. The other 3 walls are painted, so I'll just paint this a cool color if I have to. What is the luck? The luck of that. I've gone right into, there's obviously an upright on the other side of this because I can't push any further than that. So we'll need to go further along. What about here? Okay, we go through here. So I'll extend my line across to this point here and then cut it all out. Seeing as though this is just exploratory, you might be wondering why I bothered to put in a straight line or whatever. That is basically because I won't be able to finish this in one sitting. It's already like mid-evening, so I'm not going to be able to finish this today. This is done this way so that it doesn't look terrible when my wife comes home and sees that I've cut the wall up, okay? She's well aware that anything I break I can fix myself, but just try and minimize the shock, basically. Okay, we're past this point here, which means that we should be able to see into this cavity down in there. And, well, we just basically need to check that in, don't we? Yeah, okay. Okay, that's what we were hoping for. And of course, because I'm using a GoPro, I have missing footage. After looking in the exploratory hole, I decided to go ahead with the project, so I'm just pulling the plasterboard off the wall now. As you can see, I've removed all the plasterboard from the wall. There you go. And it extended all the way up there. That is just sort of negative space. But you'll see what I'm going to do with that. This is basically a template, so I could cut this one roughly and then know the width for the actual board I was going to use. Also, in here you can see that I've got the, this is actually 4mm plywood in there. That will be the backing of the cabinet so that the books aren't hitting the plasterboard. This was the scrap piece that I just grabbed out of the shed, but it just happens to be exactly the right size. Like, not a millimeter out, exactly the right size. It's uncanny. So what I'm going to do now is cut down here 152 mil, which is the distance from the roof to this edge here. Then I'll be able to slide that piece up. I'll also cut a full board that will fill this area here up to 180 centimeters. Then I'll trim the bottom of this one so that it fits flush with the other one. Then that will be my first shelf to cover up the join. So I'm gonna go out and set my table saw to the width of this, and then I'll be able to run a full sheet through it and it will give me this wall. Once this wall is in, I can add a piece to the back here in the hidden area that I'll be able to screw to this up here where you won't be able to see it because the faceboard covers it. This will hold the faceboard on. I'll have a screw up here. The faceboard will hang down to about there, and it will have a cover piece that goes in there, so you won't be able to see that screw. This will attach to the back of this piece. This could also attach to the back of that. At this point you might be wondering, what the hell are you even making? Well, I have an image in my head, but I don't even really know myself. The image I have in my head looks like this. You've got these uprights here that hold on to the shelves, and there's a solid face plate that goes across the top there and one across the bottom to cover up the bottoms of the poles. The shelf itself will be solid across the front but have cutouts in here for the uprights inside the wall. I can't remember the name. They're not studs. They're something else, but you let me know in the comments, but I won't be able to fix that because all of this is pre-recorded. So even if you tell me in the comments, I'm not going to be able to amend the commentary of the raw footage from the actual video. But at least I'll know. So that's what I'm going for at the moment. And I'm talking about how the side wall will go up behind this face plate here, and the face plate will have like a cover underneath, so you won't see any screws that are up there, and you won't see any screws that are down there. But yeah, that's what I'm going for. That's the end of this episode. There'll be another one along in a few hours, I would say, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you in the next one. Later.